Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Victor Oliveras, our SVP of Product and Design, who will introduce and demonstrate our latest groundbreaking Gen AI innovation for leaders like yourself. Victor?
Thank you, Oleg. And hello to the sales, customer success, marketing, and operations leaders on our call today. I am so excited to show you how Gen AI is going to transform our field. Ever since it became mainstream about a year ago, a lot of us have used apps like ChatGPT and Bard to do some simple tasks like writing prospect emails or summarizing information or doing some basic account research. These are all useful, but they're also very simple. What I want to answer for you today is, what is the next level? What game-changing things can Gen AI offer us beyond just writing prospect emails and doing some basic account research? The great news is it's been an exciting ride so far, but we are just at the very beginning. The potential of generative AI and the way it'll transform the way we do business is much, much larger, and it is happening every single day. Every single day, there's new AI apps and solutions coming to market. Almost every vendor is releasing AI features. The question is, which of these apps can actually provide valuable and trustworthy business insights to you and your teams? The answer is there's very few, because the secret ingredient, the secret sauce, is in the data. While all chatbots may look and feel similar, the user experience may look the same, the answers they provide you are very different. Generative AI apps are only as good as the data they have access to. The great news for us today is People.ai has been cooking up the secret data sauce since 2017. Here are some highlights of the proprietary data and insights that People.ai customers have access to. Revenue stories provide AI-powered summaries from every single piece of communication between the account team and the buying group for every deal and account. Engagement metrics provide a data-driven measure of how well the sales team is doing for every deal and every account. And buyer benchmarks provides never-before-seen insights about every single member of the buying group, so your sellers spend time with the right people. I'm so excited to show you how these key ingredients combine to make People.ai's SalesAI assistant a game-changing product. First, I want to show you that when it comes to generative AI, data makes all the difference. There are two parts to what I am about to show you. The first part is how Gen AI chatbots are very limited without access to People.ai's proprietary data and insights. They simply are not as helpful or as insightful. The second part of the demo shows how the SalesAI assistant, when powered by our data, is an absolute game changer. Let's get started. This is People.ai's Opportunity 360. It usually contains all the most important information about a deal. But in this case, I made sure to turn off all the People.ai proprietary data and insights. Currently, we're looking at an expansion opportunity with a company called Apex Global. The only data that this chatbot has access to, this generative AI-powered chatbot, is CRM data. So fields like close date, owner, amount, stage, and next steps. We're going to ask the chatbot a couple of questions, and we're going to see how it can only do as well as the data it has access to, which is currently very limited. So I'm going to ask it to identify deal risks by clicking on this button here. Unfortunately, it evaluated that it doesn't have enough data to provide a truthful answer about deal risks. I'm going to ask it to evaluate the deal using MedPin. The result will be the same. The chatbot, even powered by generative AI, can only give as many insights as the data that it's powered with. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on in real time the proprietary data and insights that People.ai's customers have access to. These go from persona and buyer benchmarks that give intel about every member of the buying group, engagement metrics that use data-driven metrics to measure the success of every deal and account, to revenue stories that summarize every single communication, email, call between the buying group and the account team to give you the latest and greatest on this deal, all the way to account plans, scorecards, relationship maps across the People.ai product suite. Now, let's do this again. Now that our chatbot, powered by generative AI, has access to all the proprietary data that People.ai is able to provide, let's ask it to provide a deal summary. As a member of the account team, this deal is very important to our quarter and hitting our forecast. So all I want to know is how this deal is going and what are the latest conversations with this customer. So I'm going to click on provide a deal summary here. The SalesAI assistant uses People.ai's revenue stories to provide next steps, as well as an easy to read timeline and summary of every communication between the account team and the customer buying group for this deal. The best part about this is that this is in demand in real time, which means anyone who has access to the SalesAI assistant and is part of this deal can get the latest and greatest without even bothering the seller for a deal review. Next, let's go through the same questions that we asked it last time before the SalesAI assistant had access to our data, like identify deal risks. Before, it evaluated that it didn't have enough data to provide a useful answer. Now, because it has access to our buyer benchmarks, engagement metrics, revenue stories, and more, it's able to provide 3 significant risks for this deal. The fact that we only have a single champion and there's a single point of failure on this deal, that the deal has no upcoming engagement, so it's gone quiet, and based on People.ai's predicted buying power for the buying group for this deal, the opportunity amount may be too high for what these people have budget to sign off on. Next, let's have it evaluate the deal using MEDPIC. Now, the SalesAI assistant is methodology agnostic. It just so happens today that we wanted to use MEDPIC to evaluate it. And this isn't just any common MEDPIC evaluation. It takes the latest and greatest data about this deal and performs a MEDPIC evaluation in real time on demand. I can also ask any question that I can think of about this deal. In this case, now that I've gotten a MEDPIC evaluation, I actually want the SalesAI assistant to do the work to give me some coaching insights. So all I'm going to do is type in, can you provide insights? Scroll down here. And it provided 3 insights. One is be wary of the paper process for this customer and this opportunity, as that is where most deals with this customer may get stuck. Second is make sure that the seniority of the buying group members is high enough to sign off on the budget. And last but not least, make sure you absolutely understand the decision criteria for members of the buying group. But there's one more thing I'd like to show you. We all know that the largest, most critical deals win or lose based on who is in the buying group. Who are the supporters for this deal? Who are the champions and executive buyers? People.ai uses buyer benchmarks to provide you with intel about every member of the buying group. I'm going to click on the buying group overview. And the SalesAI assistant is going to use generative AI to provide an easy-to-read summary of the buying group, and then provide buyer benchmark cards that show each member of the buying group's title, seniority, engagement levels, their inferred win rate, even their predicted buying power, and so on. This takes the guesswork out of who should be in my buying group and who should be the account team spending time building relationships with. And that's SalesAI. I was only able to show you a glimpse into the power of generative AI, fueled by People.ai's proprietary data and insights. I can't wait for our customers to get their hands on this. Sellers can spend significantly less time doing data entry and deal updates, and leaders can get deeper insights into their most critical deals more than ever before. Thank you, and I can't wait to see how you use SalesAI in your business.